The shoes industry absorbed a lot of manpower. The dynamic of the industry even affect the manpower mapping in various areas in Indonesia. In the segment, I will deliver you some data about Indonesian footwear industry. The first data is about Indonesian footwear industry export. We're going to see the export performance of the footwear industry of Indonesia. In 2014, the value of the export of footwear industry in Indonesia reaching $4.1 billion US. The number keep increasing, and the last data on the footwear industry export in Indonesia had reached $5.11 billion US. As the report of the Indonesian Footwear Association, or APRISINDO, in 2018, the export of Indonesian footwear industry for the first time penetrated the figure of $5 billion US, equivalent to 70 trillion rupiah in the exchange rate of 14,000 rupiah per $1 US. APRISINDO noted that footwear export last year reached 5.11 billion US dollar, equal as 71.54 trillion rupiah, or grew 4.13%. APRISINDO also targets export to grow 10% this year, whereas the long-term target can double to 10 billion US dollar in the next 5 years. So which country is becoming huge market for Indonesia so far? Let's see the data. This is the huge market, or so far as the country that absorbing shoes from Indonesia. The biggest one, of course, we go to West Europe with the absorption of the shoes product from Indonesia, 32%, North America, 29%, and then we've got Central America, and then we got Southeast Asia, East Europe, West Asia, Australia and Oceania, and Africa. And based on the export value, the European Union countries contribute 40%, followed by a trio of NAFTA countries, namely the United States, Mexico, and Canada, which contributed 30%. If viewed per destination country, US became the main market for local footwear products in the past year, with an export value $1.4 billion US. So what are the reasons that USA becoming a huge market for Indonesia? We're going to see the list of the reasons. The first one is big population of the country, reaching 325 million people, and then seasonal footwear, four types of shoes, and they're kind of shop a lot. Different usage of shoes, casual, sport, formal, etc. The United States is one of the main markets for Indonesian footwear products. The contribution of export to Uncle Sam reached 27% of total export. The US becomes the largest shoe importing country because of consumption factor. In addition to the country's population of 325 million, the average one person in the US buys more than 4 pairs of shoes per year. In addition to fashion, it is also influenced by the season. In the US, there are 4 seasons, each season with different shoes. In addition, US people also tend to use different shoes for daily activities. For example, for exports, shoes used are different from those used for the other activities. So the next data would be the list of brands of shoes that entered the global market. These are 4 well-known brands from Indonesia. The first one is Tomkins. Some are Thieves. And then we've got Edward Fur and Carvel. First, Tomkins from Bandung City does not only exist in domestic shopping centers, but also has been exported to a number of countries in the world. It also exports to several countries, one of which is America and Britain. Edward Fur is a local Go International shoe brand that is widely known. The official outlets are more than 50 outlets and spread in various countries such as Indonesia, Malaysia, Australia, and Hawaii. Amidst the list of achievements, there are some problems lingering in Indonesia's footwear industry. What are those? We're going to see the list of the problems that have been, lingering Indonesia's footwear industry. The first one is difficulties in getting raw materials. The second one is high minimum wage of labor cost and illegal fee from local communities and no fiscal incentives. The proportion of imported leather raw materials is around 55%, and local raw materials is 45%. This one had become one of the main problems in the industry. Amidst all of the problems in 2018, the footwear sector was one of the pillars of the growth of the manufacturing industry with a growth of 11.38%. We expect that footwear industry can get rid of these obstacles and maximize the potential. And stay tuned on Market Headlines because we'll be right back after the break.